Hi, welcome to Old Vine Zen, and it's Friday. How are you? I'm doing well. Tonight, I wanted to share with you an idea of the people pleaser. And I don't know about you, but I belonged to that group for a long time, many years. Not so much anymore, but well, I can't say that. There's off and on times that I am a people pleaser. But what are some of the indicators that you are a member of this group? I thought I'd share it with you. One of the indicators is that you have a difficult time saying no to somebody or something because you feel you should say yes, even though you don't want to. Another indicator would be changing your personality depending who you're around, right? So you kind of lose yourself. You start pretending because you're around a certain group or a certain person. Another indicator would be that you just feel that you need or crave to be accepted. And that if you don't do this one thing or go this one place, somebody won't like you or you won't be included. And these are kind of indicators that show, yeah, you might be thinking that your worth is dependent on being accepted by everyone or anything. So you're always feeling this craving, this deep need to say yes all the time. And there are joys that we get from pleasing people, and we should. It's very important to please people at times, to help them and to care for them. But when it comes from this deep need, this craving to be liked or to be loved, that is a time that, again, meditation can help teach us to pause before we jump in and say yes, or I'll go, or whatever, and then later you say to yourself, oh, I wish I wouldn't have said yes. This is a time to kind of take a break, take a pause, and even say, let me think about it. I'll get back to you. And you do get back to them, but you take a pause and you look deep within you and you say, do I really want to do this for their sake to help them, or is it more for me to feel like I'm included or liked? And if it's more that you just want to be liked and you really don't want to do it, you're going to grow to resent them. You're going to start seeing them as being the problem why you are unhappy, when it may come back to being you. You aren't being true to yourself and you don't feel worthy, but you are worthy. So in sitting in stillness, sitting in meditation, you can touch upon that worthiness. You can give yourself some encouragement to understand. And once you start not saying yes to everyone and, oh, I'll do it or I'll go, people even look at you differently, not in a bad way. They kind of admire that, she actually came out and said, no, not this time. I've had how many times I've wanted to do that myself, and she did it, and they still like her anyway. So that was my thought about being a people pleaser, and it's not easy to stop that, because it comes down to a lot of what happened with us as we were growing up, and maybe we felt like we didn't fit in and whatnot. But we can make it different now. We can, and we can have a different feeling about ourselves with some introspection and some contemplation. So that's what I felt like sharing this evening with you, to give it a little thought if you think that it might help you. So let's take a pause right now and touch upon ourselves internally and look at ourselves honestly and know that we're good. We're all right. We will not always have everyone like us, and we don't need to. We really don't. The people that will be drawn to you or your friends are the ones that should be, and the ones that you have to change yourself to be included aren't for you anyway. So close your eyes, bring your shoulders down, relax, take a deep breath, and even say to yourself, I give myself permission to relax. Relax your belly, let it soften, don't hold your stomach in. Loosen up the back muscles, maybe rolling the shoulders back a couple times. Letting your hips settle into wherever you are, whether you're sitting in a chair or lying down on a bed or sitting on the floor, wherever. Just get comfortable. Put yourself and your body in a position where you feel safe, where there's not too much distraction. And connect with your breath. Just feel the breathing in and out. You don't have to concentrate. You can just feel your body as it breathes. Relax your feet, move your toes a little bit. Hopefully you've been able to kick off your shoes. Soften the jaw, relax the lips. Soften the cheeks. Relax the eyes. Notice if your eyes are tightly shut, just softly close them. Let the eyebrows lower and relax. And the forehead smooth. No lines of worry. Around the temples, all the little muscles relax. And even up around the scalp. Just feeling the gentle breath. Letting the mind clear. And if a thought moves in, that's okay. Just let it come in and then come back to your breath. Maybe you can feel your heartbeat. Let your arms rest and your hands become loose. As we move inside, away from the exterior, the world around us, we allow ourselves some stress-free time, a calmness. You may place yourself somewhere by the sea or up in the mountains, in the forest, or maybe just on a hillside overlooking a valley full of little spring flowers. And you feel the gentle touch of the breeze against your face. And you smell the clean, fresh air as you breathe in and out. And now all the cells in the body begin to relax. The muscles and the ligaments, the organs, everything slows down, even your heart rate. And you begin to feel completely at peace, surrounded by the beauty of nature. And this feeling of connection between nature and ourselves, this connection with the air around us as we breathe it in, the connection with nature, the little animals and the birds, how we all live together and one another as well. All of us human beings just trying to get along. All of us equal. And we realize we don't have to keep trying so hard. That we don't have to keep changing in a certain way just to fit in. We can be ourselves and let ourselves change in our own natural way. And that many of the things we feel important really aren't important at all. The important things are kindness and compassion and empathy and patience. To drop away some of the judgments. And make our lives a little bit more simple and easy. Understanding the mind can complicate the most simple things. So our lives become simplified and more peaceful. And may we remind ourselves often of this, to simplify, to not worry so much about other people's opinions. to remind ourselves of our goodness, our innate goodness in our heart. And to understand we're all doing the best we can. And very gently now, as we begin to leave this place in nature that we've chosen, we vow that we will come back often to our practice, and to slow down, to contemplate things before we act. We can always take a little bit more time before we respond. Very gently now, as you come back to where we began, wherever you are, wherever you're sitting, in whatever room, keeping your eyes closed for a minute. My tip for you this evening is the next time you feel this urge to say, yes, I'll do it. Yes, I'll go there. Give it a moment. Make sure it's coming from a place that isn't from a place of need, a need to fit in and to be accepted. It's coming from a place of wanting to help or to bring pleasure without sacrificing yourself. And very slowly now, you can begin to come back, open your eyes if you'd like. So it's Friday evening, and it may be a different day for you, but I'd like to make a toast. And the toast is to remain true to ourselves, to be good to ourselves, and to give ourselves a break. Give others a break, but give yourself a break. I mean, life has its struggles, yeah. And sometimes we're really hard on ourselves, you know. We feel like we have to do everything, and we don't. So I'll sip to that. And these are all words I'm sure you've heard before. But I think it's very important to keep reminding ourselves of all these things, because we end up going back into the same old pattern. And as the great philosophers say, wake up, stay awake, don't go back to sleep. Stay aware of what's going on. So let's sip to wake up, wake up. Okay, so I think we're on the way. And I thank you for joining me. If you got anything out of this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Take care, and I'll see you soon.